Rich, did you hear about the cheese factory that blew up recently?
Where? Is this a true story?
Well, all that was left was the debris. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Debris?
Ah, sorry. Just... You know, my thing is never have to explain a joke, because it always falls back on you.
Okie dokie. I find it's always good to find yourself funny, and then everyone else will follow suit.
That's true. Okay.
Guessing we're going to find him in the Bower room. Oh, hello, Andrew.
Hi, Karen. Andrew, nice to meet you.
Richard.
Richard, nice to meet you as well. Welcome to Coldstream Hills.
Thank you very much for having us.
Oh, it is just so glorious up here.
We are pretty lucky. I mean, it really is a gorgeous part of the world, the beautiful Yarra Valley.
Definitely. We'd love to have a little wander if we could.
Well, let's do so. Let's go for a wander out to the amphitheatre.
So, Andrew, what varietal are we strolling through here?
We're wandering through Merlot. This is part of the amphitheatre vineyard, the original planting, actually.
So these vines are 30 years old?
They are. They're quite small vines, quite small trunks and so forth, but so you're on pretty poor soils here, and so things grow slowly, but the upside is that you get a lot of concentration of flavour and so forth, and that's really what we're looking for in our wines.
So I suppose every vintage is really different from year to year.
Absolutely. This is the beauty of my job. It's not about recipes. You've got guidelines and ideas, but it's about thinking, OK, now how are we going to handle it? This wonderful parcel of fruit that we see this year.
And all those nuances within that.
Yeah, exactly. Wine, it's a bit like food, it's a journey. We're constantly thinking about, are there opportunities to refine our style?
We're doing that with food constantly as well. I mean, I find it really hard to follow any of my recipes, but we will be doing some great food here today. I mean, we're starting off with an
entertaining platter.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Well, I think it will go marvellously with maybe the Chardonnay.
I think so.
The versatility of wines from the Yarra Valley is that they are great food wines.
Yeah. Rich, today we're doing an entertaining platter because, you know, sometimes it can be a bit tricky to entertain for people with intolerances, and we've got some really good ideas here.
I'm going to use the Lewis & Sons renowned FODMAP-friendly meat.
Oh, FODMAP-friendly.
It's certified by Celiacs Australia.
Is it a bit of a minefield as far as, you know, buying
Well, it's not so much of a
charcuterie
minefield.
products?
But I had to actually go off and get a new pair of glasses because you're continually reading the backs of things to find out what products are in them.
That's because you sat on them in the car, yeah?
Well, possibly.
No.
I do lose them all the time.
OK, what have you got here, Rich? What are
I've
these?
got some Italian sausages and I'm going to fry those off and then add some fennel, cumin, chilli, a little bit of salt.
So you're making like a sexy meatball?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, I'm going to do a red pepper paste. I do love using the always fresh peppers to make something like this because they are so particular about where they source their produce from. And it comes from all over the world and they have a really full flavour and they're lovely and charred.
They're gorgeous.
So I'm going to throw 1 jar of them into...
Can you pass me the oil and I'm going to start on my meatballs. All right.
So I'm also going to add a clove of garlic.
Yep.
Just 1 because it's a raw paste, so I'm not cooking it off.
Okay.
And I don't want the garlic to overpower. I just want it to be there and scent the peppers, if you like.
All right, let's get these sausages happening.
So you're not actually rolling meatballs, Rich. You're just literally...
I'm squeezing them out. This is really simple.
I'm just putting in a
do one more.
little bit of cumin.
Yeah.
Rich, couple of pinches. Black pepper.
Okay.
I'm adding some walnuts to the paste. A couple of tablespoons. I'm also adding some fresh breadcrumbs. Just a couple of tablespoons in there. A really good squeeze of lemon. Actually, I'd like some lemon zest.
Okay.
I'm being a bit creative as I go, Rich. Just a little smidgen. Rich, I've basically thrown in the peppers, the walnuts, the garlic, the breadcrumbs, a little bit of lemon zest in there, the cumin, pepper, and a good dash of extra virgin oil. And I'm just going to blitz it until we have a gorgeous, vibrant paste. OK, Rich.
OK.
Paste is done.
All right. A little bit of fennel.
Nice.
Nice.
That'll work perfectly with my red pepper, walnuts.
A little bit of cumin.
You say cumin, I say cumin.
I say go and...
This is a little platter for you for your sausages.
Just, yeah.
Just pile them up, Rich. We eat with our eyes. They need to look great on this platter that we're putting together.
You can smell the fennel coming through now.
I'm just going to pop this straight in the bowl like that. A great way to finish a little dip like this is just a little bit of extra virgin oil on the top.
Always gives it that luscious, sort of sexy...
Yes.
Yes.
OK, I'm just going to grab this plate up here.
OK.
Then we're going to build our platter. Popping the dip on here.
Chilli.
Some olives.
A little bit of chilli.
What else are we popping up?
Got some salami, Lewis and Sons FODMAP-friendly salami.
I've got some always fresh crackers, gluten-free.
Yum.
Have you had one of these before?
No.
There we go. Definitely. Drop on some Merida feta. And these, I don't know if you're familiar with them, they're little tiny peppers from Always Fresh, stuffed with feta from Greece. Now, I don't know about you, but I would never be bothered to pick the peppers up, pickle them and stuff them myself. So great, great product.
I do love stuffed peppers, like cooked really slow, Middle Eastern herbs. How's this? Look at my skilling there, Kaz.
Wow. Do you want a job?
No.
Well, Rich, what a vibrant, entertaining platter we put together in minutes. Let's dig in and have a taste. Delicious.
That is what is so fantastic about this. It's we put this together really quickly, but the flavours just jump out. This I love.
I'm going to try one of the peppers. Wow. They are so sweet and vinegary at the same time.
Yep.
And the richness of the feta, divine, really divine. I'm going to have another one.
Well, I'm going to try one too.
No, we're not left. Now, Rich, this is a dish that I cook often at home because we love fish. We get it on the table at least a couple of times a week.
As you should.
As you should.
Yeah.
I would. I've got some flathead. It's simply seared with a bit of spice, and my kids love it.
OK.
I'm sure you're going to love it, and I want to share it with you.
Oh, that spiced me up. What do I do?
Grab the mortar and pestle, tablespoon of coriander seed, half a tablespoon of cumin seed.
About that
I'll
much?
borrow your tablespoon if I could.
That much?
Yeah, about
There
that
we are.
much.
All right, there we are.
I've got some White Wings gluten-free flour. Just putting a little bit on the plate. And we're just heavily spicing the flour to coat the fish. Use some pepper.
All right, here we go.
It is really a dish that I cook when I'm in a real hurry as well.
Not in a windstorm. No, that pepper's ending up there. Look at that go.
Oh! I still would like to identify some of the seeds, so don't go super fine.
No.
OK, pop the seeds on the plate.
OK. That's not much, but some.
Toss it through the flour. I'm going to grab 3 fillets of flathead and drop it into the spiced flour.
Beautiful.
So toss the fish in the flour, and try and stick some of the spice directly on the fish itself. And then it's just a matter of searing the fish in some extra virgin oil. And this time I'm actually adding oil to the pan because we've got spice and flour on the outside of the fish. Let's talk about the sauce that's going to go with the fish.
All right.
Have you ever cooked with lemon leaves?
I've cooked with lime leaves, but not lemon.
Well, I thought I was walking past the bush over on the hill up there, or no.
On yonder vale.
On yonder vale. No, actually the lemons came in and they were attached to these.
Yeah.
The lemon leaves you can actually cook with, and they are very fragrant and give off a heap of flavour to a sauce, which I'm going to make a really simple sauce with some lemon leaves, some thyme, and a splash of Chardonnay.
Coldstream Hills Chardonnay.
Yep. OK, I think this oil's hot enough.
Right.
Let's give it a bit of a sizzle. Yeah. It'll take around 1.5 minutes each side. But while that's happening, I'll make a quick sauce as well. So, Rich, I've got some goat's butter here.
Which is what I love. I can remember the day that I actually found out there was goat's butter in Australia, and I had my first piece of toast.
Are you a bit excited about that?
Avocado and butter. It was amazing.
Oh, that's indulgent. Avocado and butter together.
Well, when you've never had butter for like 4 years and you find out suddenly you can, you want it all.
I'm going to add half the butter in the pan like that. And then throw in the lemon leaves I was talking about.
So you're going to get all the oil out of the lemon leaf?
Yeah,
Is that the sort of?
It's just a bit romantic,
Yeah.
but... Oh, actually, instantly you can smell the lemon oil. It's like amazing. And I'm also going to throw in some thyme. Just taking it off the leaves. My fish is cooking beautifully. We need to turn it over. We've got a plate. It's service time on Intolerant Cooks. Really, you're not fully cooking the lemon leaves and the thyme, but you're just really sort of making the butter fragrant, if you like, with those flavours. And then we'll turn the fish over. Wow, it's blowing a gale now, Rich. So, a squeeze of lemon. I think I probably need a little pinch of salt. And the fish is cooked. And you can tell the fish is cooked because it's had a couple of minutes each side. And this other little bit is quite fractious too. There we go.
I'm going to miss having you as my own personal chef, Karen.
I feel like I'm doing a full service here. Okay, now for the Chardonnay and the butter, the thyme, the lemon leaves, bit of a splash.
Bit of a splash.
And a swirl. And what you're doing here is you're boiling off the alcohol and it's making a little emulsion. I'm going to spoon this over. It's so simple. It's just that those classic flavours of the spices, which is my little twist, with a touch of white wine and goat's butter sauce. And then let's get a lemon leaf on the plate too, because, you know,
Oh,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Well, let's have a taste.
Great.
You first.
Okay. I already know I'm going to be loving those coriander seeds.
It's the crunchy spice that I love.
Yeah.
It's also the butter.
I really
which
enjoy
I miss, but
goat's butter.
goat's butter.
Does it for you?
I don't have it all the time, but I love it. It's just, you know, it's delicious.
I love the crunch of the coriander seed and the lemon leaf. You can really taste that through the butter.
It's very simple.
Well, there you go, a cheeky fish dish. Seared flathead with gluten-free flour, a couple of spices and a white wine sauce. I'm going to have a cheers to that.
Cheers.
You know, Rich, I think as it gets further into the year, you get that little bit more time to entertain. And this dish is something I do when I want to entertain, but I think I've got nothing in the fridge and on hand.
But really, you actually do?
Well, you do. If you look a bit deeper, if you dig a bit deeper, your average chicken can be turned into something quite special. I've got one here and I've spatchcocked it, taken the wing tips off and just removed that little thigh bone. Another little great tip about a chicken when you're cooking it like this on the barbie is to slash it a little bit. So what I'll do is, actually, I'll get you started on the marinade. If you could grab the mortar and pestle, 3 cloves of garlic, and smash them up. We want that rustic look.
Do you want them peeled or can I just like skin
and
everything?
all. Let's just get in there and get the job done.
Right.
And I'm just going to, when I say slash, I really mean slash.
And that's to let the heat in through the meat?
Let the heat penetrate, but also to let the flavour of the marinade penetrate quite quickly. We are all not only intolerant, but sometimes impatient cooks. Hey, Rich, a lot easier with a heap of salt in there. It just grips the garlic, and plus I want the flavour in the marinade. Okay, I'm going quite a few pinches there, aren't I?
Hello. All right.
Pepper?
Yep.
Okay, salt,
Salt.
pepper,
Yep.
garlic, all sounding a bit ordinary at this stage. Let's
we
just take it up a notch. We're going to add some cinnamon. Let's go a teaspoon of cinnamon.
All right.
What else? Dash of oil. Okay, can you give that a little bit of a mince? Put some lemon zest, and we'll also put some lemon juice in there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we've got the garlic, the salt, pepper, the oil, lemon. We're going to add some rosewater. It's such a pretty thing to marinate chicken in, and the flavour on the barbecue is just incredible. It just, I don't know, it just does something to the chicken. I think, you know, chicken's such a white, delicate meat. Adding rosewater is just
I'm really looking forward to this.
Heaven. And when I say a bit of rosewater, I mean like nearly 100 mils, yeah. Don't worry, it works.
I'm just going to give that a gentle mix.
Lemon juice is in there?
Yes.
Okay. Then we just pour this over the chicken.
It smells amazing, Karen.
Now, this chicken, you could marinate it overnight, but because I've slashed it, the flavours are going to go straight in there, into the flesh. So I'm going to pop this straight onto a hot barbecue. Skin side down, nice and hot. Just like that.
Whoa.
Okay, getting on to making a dressing for when the chicken's cooked. Now, this might seem like overkill, but it is a bit of a secret when it comes to cooking barbecued chicken. A quick marinade on before it's cooked, and then a dressing that goes on after.
Is that because it's sort of, there's a tendency on the barbecue to maybe dry it out just that little bit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, we are entertaining here. We want to look fabulous. And once the flesh is cooked, it will take on more flavour because it's nice and hot.
Okay.
And there's also a little salad that's underneath it, which is quinoa.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous and nutty and fluffy when it's cooked.
All right. So I'm going to use some almonds, which are toasted.
Almonds?
Almonds.
Yes.
Pistachios.
And pistachios. I'm just putting a little bit of raw garlic into the base of this dressing and a couple of pinches of salt.
I'm going to use some cranberries.
Yes, works really well with the chicken as well.
Now, you've also got some always fresh balsamic onions.
Yes. What are we doing there? We want
Yeah.
something pickled through the
Right.
salad, and there is a bit of sweetness from the balsamic.
Right.
I think the only thing that I haven't really touched on
Yeah.
as far as texture and complexity is a touch of heat. I'm going to add 2 red chilies, seeds and all, into the dressing, along with a clove of garlic, good pinch of salt, 1 more chili.
1 more chilli. Now I'm just cutting the onions into quarters here.
Next, in with some lemon juice, Rich. Again, it's just reintroducing the flavour that we put on the marinade for the chicken.
All right, that's about right.
That's perfect. Maybe just mix that through gently. So I'm just going to stir that through, Rich.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add a splash of rosewater, around 25 mils, and then also some pomegranate molasses. Now, this is just pomegranate juice that's been reduced right down so it has that tart flavour but also a little bit sweet as
Which
well.
you love, don't you?
I do. This is going to be in every pantry soon, I think, right next to the balsamic vinegar selection. So I'm going to be quite generous with that. Let's say 1.5 tablespoons or so, ish. And some extra virgin oil. So the dressing's done.
Yeah.
We've got the salad ingredients ready to go. I'll just check the chicken.
All right. Because it smells fantastic from here.
Yeah, it's ready to flip. Now, Rich, that needs to cook for another 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah. I think I've got a great idea. Why don't we go and have a look in the barrel hall?
Okay, that sounds like a great idea.
Okay, come
We'll
on.
check out next year's vintage, or this year's vintage. Rich, I knew I'd find you drinking. What are you up to?
Having a fresh little tipple.
Does Mr. Halliday know you're tapping his barrel? You look like you've been caught doing something wrong.
How are those barrels in the barrel hall, Karen?
Yeah, there are a lot of barrels, but what I love more is the fact that this chicken is cooked.
Now done.
Rich,
Yep.
can you put that mix of, the pistachios, the almonds, stir that through the hot quinoa,
Yeah.
just with your fingers really lightly. Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
enough, isn't it? And it's just this gorgeous little medley. Pop it, I think, just there, Rich.
Okay, I'm going to
It's all in the plating.
I'm going to do my best.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
That's
A little bit in the middle too, just on the middle.
Yeah.
And then I take the chicken and pop it. Oh, it's almost crowning
Ooh,
the quinoa, isn't it? Now, remember the other day, remember the other show, we did pomegranate, and I showed you how to get them out. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah,
Where you
I'll do it.
spank the pomegranate,
Yeah.
cut it in half. I'm going to spoon some of the dressing over the top. And then if you go over a wooden spoon,
You just want me to smack the back of it?
Yeah, but hang on 2 secs. I'll just stand clear.
Okay.
That's it, just a few here and there.
Yeah.
Look at that. And I've also got some of those roses, or the dried rose petals.
So what do you want to do with these?
Okay.
I've never used rose
It's really just...
in a dish.
It's just a bit romantic.
Right.
I just wanted to be a bit romantic. I really enjoyed cooking with you over the whole series, and I thought I'd introduce dried roses at the end to express my love for food and you, Richard. Now, this is my rosewater and cinnamon barbecued chicken on a quinoa salad. I don't think we can taste this without the winemaker himself.
Hi guys, I heard wine. Look what I've bought. I bought a bottle of our 2015 Pinot, which I think would go fabulously with this dish. What do you think?
I think so too.
Time for a glass?
Definitely,
There we are.
definitely.
Good health and cheers. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us here at Coldstream Hills today.
Pleasure.
And thanks for watching Intolerant Cooks. For this recipe and all the other recipes we've done during the series, head to intolerantcooks.com.au. I'm going to get into more of this chicken. What do you think,
Watch us on
guys?
social
happy to.
too.
Are you a leg or a breast man?
I've got to admit, I flip.
Good. You're getting some leg.